Let's move on to Stranger Things. I got to be honest. I've watched all 5 seasons of Stranger Things. I've never seen a show this show has been on for 12 years. When I started watching this show, I lived in St. Petersburg, Florida. Since that time, I've been fired, rehired, fired again. A pandemic happened and I moved 3 times. And the show's still not even over. My wife gave birth to a child who didn't even exist and is now 6 years old. And the show is still going on. So the show has become iconic. When it comes to, I think it's the biggest streamed show ever for Netflix.
You got to remember, this was a selling point for Netflix. When Netflix first made it big as a streaming thing, it's like, you got to get Netflix. There is this amazing show called Stranger Things on it. It's 80s nostalgia bait, monster mystery, supernatural thriller. It's incredible. You got to get Netflix.
And each episode is about an hour long, so it's almost like watching a mini movie every time you watch an episode. I've enjoyed the show, but fans are not enjoying the show. There was a scene in the latest episode of Stranger Things. I believe it was the season finale. The series finale is going to be broadcast in theaters on the 31st. Yeah. I actually think it's a brilliant marketing way. It's a great way to get people back to the theaters. It's something that I talked about. I was super disappointed when I watched Happy Gilmore come out. Happy Gilmore, I've been waiting 25 years for Happy Gilmore to come out, a sequel. They put out the Happy Gilmore sequel, but they it's direct release to Netflix. Well, I'm a guy who wanted to go watch that in the theater. I would have loved to take my sons to go watch a Happy Gilmore movie in the theater, but I couldn't because they only released it on Netflix. So it's a brilliant move to take this and put it in theaters as well as to stream it. It's a great way for the theaters to get people back into them. When was the last time anybody here went to a movie theater? Do you remember last time?
I go often.
You do?
I'm a weirdo.
Why?
No,
I just started getting back into it. Okay, number one,
I love movie theaters.
I appreciate,
I agree.
I appreciate cinema, and I like going, and it's an event for me. So
that's how it was made to be watched, by the way, is in a theater on a giant screen surrounded by speakers. That's how
I
these
need a
movies
bucket
are
of popcorn.
designed.
I need a large bucket of movie theater popcorn to properly enjoy it. But here's the problem. Bucket of movie theater popcorn's $15. 2 tickets for my wife and I to go was like $35.
Oh, you got to smuggle your own snack.
I smuggle everything. I go to
too.
Culver's and I come in like I'm pregnant.
I look
and
like
I have a jacket on in the middle of Florida
I look
summer.
like those Somalians that were shoving cash into suitcases
That's
and
my
flying out of the
fraud scheme.
country.
But
I've got every kind of snack you can imagine.
The minimum wage kid at a movie theater doesn't care if you're bringing in snacks anymore. I've carried in outside food just like in a bag. And they don't stop you.
Yeah, they don't care.
Who cares
But
at
the
this
thing
point?
is, you guys are part of the problem. Our lead editor, our editor manager, Chad, he buys all the games that come out.
Awful Norwegian or New Zealander.
All the games that come out, the industry's trash. As long as people keep on buying trash and watching trash movies, it's not gonna change. Like those demon freaking degenerates in Hollywood, like they won't get a single cent of my money ever again. Like I'm done.
So
Y'all sound gayer than Will right now. I'm just saying. Like, this is like, you guys are setting expectations that you have to go to the movies. I'll watch it on my phone. I'll watch it on my tablet. I'll watch it on my TV. No expectation. to go to
Because
the
you
movie
have such
theater.
a low
No way.
quality of life.
No
See,
way.
The three of us,
guy.
we
Could care
enjoy
less.
things in a finer sense than, unfortunately, you behemoths of men who can watch it on a phone screen. This is not the way to watch a movie. You should be watching it on a big screen.
You're watching a drama about
Avatar, you would
You
not
guys
want to
realize
see in
what
a
we're
theater. Avatar with like the 3D
I
glasses
wouldn't
on a
go
big
watch
screen.
Avatar because
What?
I'm of the controversial opinion that none of the Avatar movies have ever been good. They just are visually stunning.
Well,
and
that's
it
what it
erases
is.
the fact that it's actually a really substandard movie.
Of course.
What is this show?
Like
Nobody's arguing that.
TV prices. We did this case study with the best dogs. TV prices have dropped so much, and whenever I go to the cinema, I'm disappointed on the quality of the picture because it's not as good. I'm disappointed on the quality of the sound because for $5,000 you can have better sound and better pictures sitting at your house
And quality of humans,
and
let's be
better
honest.
food, and then humans. That's the thing. Like who
Okay, so-
decided that popcorn is the right freaking snack? It's so loud. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Or
So
some
now
crunchy
also
nachos.
something
I've
has happened.
never heard someone hate the sound of pop.
How dare you eat popcorn?
Like,
It
who came
dissolves
up
in your
with
mouth. I didn't
Bag
know it
of
makes a
chips are
sound.
the louder thing, like opening a bag.
boy.
But
It's called having a human experience. I am not
Yes.
going to go see the premiere, or I'm not going to watch the release of Top Gun Maverick on my phone screen on a toilet.
No, I'm talking about my
Infinity Wars, right?
8K
You're gonna watch
TV
Infinity
at house.
Wars at home
Yeah,
instead
they're-
of. It's like a whole. We're detaching from like you said, from human interaction more and more and more. But the one thing that pisses me off about movies, even though I'm pro movie theaters,
Somalians.
now people are on their phones a lot and talk a lot in theaters to the point where, like, there is a theater somewhere around here that does like old horror movies, which is a lot of fun. But everyone's screaming and making it an event, and it's like
Rocky Horror Picture Show where
exactly
people
like
throw
that.
spoons and
They're
shit.
fun.
so that is
So you'll go for that.
Well, because it's fun, you
Okay,
know.
so you're more for the experience and the cinematography.
Yeah.
I put this tweet up on Twitter when I was watching Happy Gilmore. This was my idea back in August 1st of 2025. I wish Happy Gilmore 2 were in theaters. It's disappointing to wait 30 years for a sequel and only watch it from home. Netflix should partner with AMC theaters for major releases and allow count holders free admission. Subscribers can watch at home or in theaters. Theaters make money on food and drinks. More importantly, it brings people back to the theaters. And then everybody proceeded to tell me how big of a piece of shit Happy Gilmore 3 was, or 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
It wasn't
and
bad.
great.
Eight people agreed with
did
Rob.
exactly what you said, though. Frankenstein came out, had a 2-week theatrical release, and then went straight to streaming.
Great movie, by the way.
Great movie.
Incredible,
Yeah.
high-budget movie, famous actors, with the expectation that if you don't want to see it in theaters, just wait 2 weeks.
Netflix is now moving into theatrical releases, like with Stranger Things. It's a brilliant marketing strategy because it's saying Netflix is a legitimate studio that doesn't just go direct to streaming. It can also carry its weight in a movie theater alongside major production companies. However, the problem is that major production companies, Netflix, every other streaming platform, are churning out garbage.
Yes, that's the big
everything
problem.
is terrible, which leads us nicely back
guys,
to
we're-
the problem of Stranger Things.
Well,
We're
and I'd
missing
like
the
to run-
most important thing.
I'd
Will
like
is
to.
gay.
I'd like to run a poll, if we
Surprise.
could. If you're watching at home, would you like to go? Do you like going to the movies? Simple yes or no. Do you like going to the movies? That is the question that I would like for us to run in a poll. Let's get back to the gay grooming of the underground or the upside down. So the whole reason why we started talking about this was the public's reaction to the season finale of season 5 of Stranger Things, in which Will Byers, the main, I don't even know, he's not even the main character. It's very odd, his character
He's
arc.
part of the gang.
He went from the guy that was abducted and taken to the upside down to now the guy that is fighting Vecna to the guy who likes guys. That is the character arc of Will Byers.
Yeah.
It came out in season, and I believe they said that they had to do, did you see this? Like 12 hours
yes.
of reshoots for the
Yeah.
scene where Will comes out and tells everybody he's gay. Doesn't even say he's gay. He says, I just don't like girls.
I have the scene if we
want.
want to watch it.
If can we watch that because of YouTube?
Humberto, distribution
I don't
expert,
know.
you tell me.
Last time we showed a little bit of Netflix and we didn't get in trouble.
20 seconds or less.
Okay,
20
this is about 20 seconds, give or take.
See, this is not how I would come out as gay. I'd come out as I'm gay, and then
All
I'd
right,
dance
all right.
and I'd sing and I'd
exactly
make out
how
with
he did
Ryan.
it.
But someone needs to settle humming.
Yeah, okay, so here is what it looks like. And bear
I
in
think
mind,
Will does subtle.
they have been
Not
setting
yet.
up the fact that this character is gay from the time they were all like 10 years old
yeah,
in the
but
first
that, I
season.
mean, right away when I saw the bowl cut, I went fruit.
But for this to be the payoff of that,
had that till eighth grade.
It gets to a bigger point. But let's take a look at what it looks like when Will Byers finally reveals his true sexuality.
Lucky Charms and literally all the same things. I don't like girls.
We know. We know.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew
Spoiler
that.
alert, season 1, we
had a
knew.
friend- we had 2 friends in high school that were gay. They were brothers. They were gay, but they both had girlfriends. And everybody knew throughout high school, Kevin and Kyle were clearly gay. And then in college, they came out and they did the exact same thing that Will did. They sat us all down in a room and together came out and announced they were gay. And we went, yeah, and? What? Yes,
Yeah.
we've known this since the second that we met you. I've known that Will Byers is a homosexual since the second I watched the first episode. I went, hey, there's something a little light in the loafers with this
And
boy.
this is the thing about the show is that up until now, it was actually a reasonably well-crafted storyline of like, he wasn't really aware of it, and you could see as he got older that he was kind of aware of the feelings. Like, I'm not going to try to take the normie conservative argument of like I can't see a gay person in any show ever. Like
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes
Yes.
it works, and honestly,
And it did work.
The writing up to this point warranted it. It was worth it. It was a reasonable character arc. Now, you can talk about how it's a bit of an anachronism to have flamboyantly, openly gay people in the mid 80s. And, you know, he could have grown up to do what most gay people did in the 80s, which is either suppress it, marry a woman, and lust over the pool boy for the rest of your life, or move to California and die of AIDS in your 30s. But to have this dramatic coming out where everyone is on board with it, nobody has...
Especially
when
when
his best
crying.
friend. Yeah.
They're all
no, but especially when the world is turning upside down.
And
that's the big thing.
This is the
life
main problem
ending.
with the show right now, because these emotional moments come at times like they do not have time for this.
No, literally, the scene before this was talking about Vecna trying to merge the upside down and whatever
End of the
is
world.
above that.
Armageddon.
With this, and then they're
Spoiler alert!
hold on, we've got to stop the preparation to save the end of the world. Will hasn't announced
So
it.
I saw-
Before we move on, hold on. I'd like you guys to all think, and we'll answer this at the end. What television character did you watch that you knew was gay but never came out?
Oh, that's...
I will give you mine, and I'll let you guys think about this. Cousin Balky and Cousin Larry from Perfect Strangers.
100%.
Great show. The whole time I'm like, these guys are secretly having sex. But I'd like for you guys to think about that, and we'll get your answers at the end. Connor, I know that you had the review numbers for this, right?
Yes.
Because it's not just people on the right that were, and it's not even disturbed by this. I'm not even disturbed by them doing this. I'm more disturbed that I haven't seen the mind flare the entire season. That's what I'm looking for, the giant monster they keep teasing that we have not seen. And look, this is what the public thinks. These are the grades of the episodes. Is this by IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes?
This is IMDb. So anyone who has watched the show might remember that in season 2, there was an episode called The Lost Sister, which is the single most useless B story that has ever been injected into a film ever.
Is that with the sister that came around this season?
That is where the character named Eleven, and to anyone who doesn't watch the show, I guess we should have teed this up with a spoiler alert way back when, but I mean...
Yeah.
Will's gay. Spoiler alert.
So one character leaves all the other characters and goes and runs away and ends up, I think she's like in Chicago, finds her long-lost adopted sister who tries to train her to kill people, and then she leaves and comes back with a leather jacket and slick back hair and is slightly more edgy. It was a useless plot line, and that's why that episode was the lowest rated of the entire show. Until this one. We're at a climactic moment where an interdimensional space demon who kidnapped children is about to merge a hellscape with Earth. They have to take a break to have like a long, drawn-out 15-minute scene of one character stammering his way through saying he doesn't like girls. So now you can see in red, that's the lowest rated episode of the entire show.
So that's the problem with a lot of what goes on. They try and force it into the storyline instead of letting it happen organically. I acted on a Netflix series where I played a bisexual person. I'm straight, but I did play a bisexual person.
You sure about that?
You sure about that? And but it fit the whole arc of the character. Like there was a lot of subtlety to what was going on, and there were reasons why, and it was like a character exploration. I felt comfortable doing that because it made sense. Here, I literally saw a meme on Instagram just yesterday, and I actually downloaded it to show you guys, where it's like, it says like Vecna's about to destroy the world, and then they have a guy like, I don't remember what actor it is. It's like a scene from another movie where he's putting on lipstick and dressing like a girl, and they're like Will's reaction, and it's literally like the end of the world is coming, and the show decided now is the time to focus on Will's homosexuality.
This is a problem with the entire show because this is 5 seasons in about 10 years that they've managed to accomplish. All of these characters are supposed to be like sophomores in high school. They are played by people who are 25 and up. Like the characters were the right age when the show started. It's been so long that they've aged out of it. And when you stretch a show for that long, you start to realize that you can't stretch the story that far, that it's gone on way longer than it was supposed to. They can't keep track of things they wrote a decade ago. It's full of plot holes, and they keep trying to shoehorn in these emotional moments that completely undercut the action that should be going on.
And you're right, because it's an underlying theme throughout the entire 5th season is Will talking to the other lesbian gay girl.
Who he sees her and he's like, oh my God.
And they keep having these conversations where he's about to come out to her, and I'm like, I just want to see the mind flare. That's all I want to see. I actually want to see the worlds merge and see what that looks like. I want to see the demonoids that they have in the Upside Down escaping into some little Mogadishu and attacking Somalians.
They have enough problems as it is. But the issue here is that the ensemble cast is now 16 characters, up from like 5.
Yeah,
so
originally
it happened on Walking Dead also.
So every single character now needs emotional moments and a complete story arc, and they can't keep track of who's interacting with who, and it all sort of falls flat. The action is probably some of the best the show's ever had, but they intersperse the action sequences with these poorly written millennial slop emotion storylines. And people are fed up with it. A lot of people did AI recreations of what that scene should have been. Here's a look at some of what people have done with AI and what Will's coming out scene could have been.
Hi, everyone. I am a gay homosexual.
Ew. Sick.
Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky. Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude. Correction, I like you. Specifically, hot stuff.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my stranger thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS. Fabulous! All right, I'm
Getting
out.
gayer.
Full purple hair. With
Yeah.
Nipple tassels on
Me
your
too.
AI is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm officially on board.
See rainbow magic.
That is how I would come out.
Oh, for
And one day will.
Pete's sake.
Okay, that's
All right, it's getting.
It's a hate crime now. Never a hate crime.
or this
Took
one.
30 seconds. Thanks a lot, Netflix.
I like bombshell blondes, real centerfold types, double D's, or I'm out.
My guy.
Hopper likes me fine, and I'm brunette and flat as a board.
Gross, Mom. Bleach
like
your
it too.
hair. Get implants. It's the 1980s. Aw, yeah, player. I knew you got that dog in you. For real. Yeah, if she isn't a thin, busty platinum in a string bikini, Will buyers don't want none. Fine. More big booty Latinas for the rest of us.
The strangest thing of all is for a man to be sexually attracted to other men.
I think the first one was better.
Yeah, where he progressively
but there are-
changes and transforms.
There are
Shimmer Will.
dozens of these all over the internet of people like it is a spoofed, ridiculous scene now that people are like it didn't need to be in the show
At that
or
time,
at that time.
You know, like it's not only shows, this happens in real life. All right, when we had the Olympics, they did the whole gay thing at the start of the
Last
Olympics.
Supper?
Absolutely unnecessary. The World Cup that is coming up, they're gonna have the Pride match with Saudi Arabia and Turkey. Like, just chill it. Like, nobody cares no more. You
That's
know?
the
You
thing
know
that
what?
people realize is that nobody cares.
Well, you got to think of the political times and when this was filmed. Do you guys know when that?
1980s. That.
No, no, no,
Oh, you mean? I thought you meant like the era because
It was
maybe
set
the
in the 90s.
for the era though, if it is the 1980s, people were far less tolerant.
No, but this was filmed. Okay, so this was filmed in January 2024, season 5 of Stranger Things. So Biden was still president.
Yeah,
the
makes
gay stuff was still super relevant. We had Karine Jean-Pierre as the press secretary. Everything was gay. Everything
Christmas.
was trans. We had the
Trans
guy.
people in the White House.
Who was the photo of the guy with the shaved head? That was stealing-
Sam Brinton, the nuclear energy disposal
Yeah.
Like-
guy who stole women's luggage.
So maybe they made this not like at the time thinking this is what America is going to be like and even be more pro-gay. Not saying that we're not pro-gay. I think we're more anti-gay agenda. Does that make sense? Like, I'm
Yes.
totally cool with gay people. There's tons of gay people that work here. Deli, one of my best friends. He's gay. I don't have a problem with him. Big homo. Love him. That's not a problem. It's when it's forced upon you and it's put in shows like this where even though it is somewhat demonic and it's for older kids or older adults, this is a show that you could sit down and watch with your teen son. Like, I could watch this with my 16-year-old. I'm not going to not watch it because of it, but it makes it less family friendly when they inject sexuality into it, and that's what this is.
it's also
You don't want to have that conversation right there.
it's the result
You know?
of mediocre writing as well. Like
Now,
if they had had
Supernatural, much better series. No
Great
gay
show.
stuff.
Supernatural.
Great show.
Supernatural, one of the best shows of its kind. If you haven't seen the first 5 seasons of
They're the best.
Supernatural, are unbelievable.
How soon into Supernatural do they have gay sex?
They don't.
No.
There's
Oh,
no
wow.
gay stuff.
See?
Now-
and that's
It's
shocking.
very. It's like very
I-
masculine.
I grew up on the internet around the time when people were writing supernatural fan fiction, and that was incredibly gay. The show itself was not. But like they wanted all the male characters to be having sex with each other all the time on that show. It was very disturbing. Not the producers of the show,
Where
but
were you reading
this,
that?
this whole segment of the
What
fan
kind of
base.
fan
Because-
fiction
because
are you
I never
looking at?
watched the show because I thought it was a bunch of gay stuff. Because
No, no,
everyone
no.
I saw discussing it online was
No, it's amazing.
they were only talking about gay
give
stuff.
it a shot.
a great
give it
show.
shot.
But
It's fantastic.
The other thing that's worth noticing about the entirety of Stranger Things is that whether they mean to or not, and I say they probably don't, is they keep suggesting that Will was actually groomed into being gay by being abducted by Vecna, the interdimensional demon that's tormenting them. Like, this was the opening scene. The next Netflix released this as a promo even before the show. Like,
That will fix the episode.
yeah. This is what happened.
What is it? Nature versus nurture? Was he gay before Vecna stole him and then forced his tentacles into his mouth, or did the forcing of the tentacles in his mouth make him gay?
The timeline's a little unclear, but given some real-world statistics about the correlation between those two things, I can't really overlook it.
Let's wrap up. 2 questions. I'll go around the horn. First question, is homosexuality nature versus nurture? And then the second question, what TV character is secretly living in the closet? I'll go to you, Elon, first. Is homosexuality nature or nurture?
Fairly loaded.
I'm going with primarily nature. Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of environmental factors that can contribute to it. But
Do you know of any gay secretly? Like, I always looked at Friends and I thought Chandler, who was dating Monica, seemed a little fruity.
well, you said Balky Boltokomis or whatever. It's like,
Yeah, Balky and Cousin Larry.
100% there for sure. It never hit me. I can't think of like off the.
George Constanza.
No,
Oh, no.
way.
Remember that episode?
No way.
Oh, where he got the massage and it moved?
Oh yeah, it moved. But he was not. He was honest about it.
Yes.
If he suppressed it, that would have been an indication.
And then Jerry was kind of like sus. Remember the big hands?
George is
Yes, and he also very fancy. Remember, Kramer said that he was a fancy type. And
Art Vandelay.
He's a real dandy.
okay, Drew.
I think it's a combination of the two. It's nature and nurture. I think, a lot of those people go through some trauma. I just want to express gratitude that we don't live in Kamala's gay America and that we live in the less gay Trump America. I just want to rejoice for that. And then Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Total faggle. Not a chance.
Connor, we'll wrap up with you. Is homosexuality nature or is it nurture? And what TV character was secretly a homosexual?
I mean, it's a combination of the two. Like, you can't completely chalk it up to grooming, but there is a non-zero possibility that many people were groomed and were victimized, but you can't apply it as a blanket statement to everybody. I agree about Sheldon. I mean but that's because he's actually gay in real life.
Is he?
I didn't know that.
I'm scratching my brain to try to come up with characters from my childhood because slightly later generation than you guys. SpongeBob.
Oh yeah,
SpongeBob
100%
is so gay.
It's good.
No, Squidward is asexual. He wants to play a clarinet. SpongeBob is a raging homosexual.
Patrick's kind of bearish,
Quote me on
too.
it.
Yeah, okay. We'll wrap up on this. Patrick, clearly the bottom in that relationship, right? He's not an aggressive top.
He's a real bottom feeder in a lot of ways.
All right, well, that is the segment that will get this show canceled. So thank you for watching. We have time for one more topic. I will defer to the guests of the day, Drew and Elon. We have 2 topics, but only
Not
time.
true. He messed up last time. I'm never going to let it go.
Sorry you lost
All
the
right.
followers.
So-
I'm sorry.
It's only me. I'm the deciding
All right,
factor.
Alon, the two
disqualified.
choices are New Year's Eve resolutions are being canceled, or New Year's Eve celebrations are being canceled due to terroristic threats, or we have the living Nostradamus and his predictions for 2026. What do you want to do?
You know what? I think that the New Year's stuff is a little bit depressing, so I say we go with Nostradamus, which is also depressing.
Oh, it's definitely not uplifting.
So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.